There's a lot of things about Dayenu. One thing that really made me get nachas is one of the ideas that already as a child I was always told about Dayenu is that, what does it mean? Had we been by Har Sinai and we wouldn't have gotten the Torah, Dayenu, it wouldn't have been enough. Question is, what do you mean? It's like you come to a restaurant, they don't serve you the food. You come to the doctor and the doctor's not there. Ever happened to you in this country? Anyway, so you come to Har Sinai after so much preparation, and even without getting the Torah, it would be enough. I mean, there are a lot of questions. Without the Torah, we wouldn't be a nation. What would it mean being in Har Sinai? So the classical answer is that Har Sinai, there were so many amazing levels it reached. Everyone recommended before Shavuos to look at the Gemara in Perek Rabbi Akiva and Shabbos. The level of Emunah was even higher than Kriyas Yam Suf. They saw the Shiva Rakim, the 7 levels between a Kadosh Baruch Hu, between the spheres of Keser and us, are all open. There's nothing but Hashem. The Parcha Nishmasa, Nafshi Yotza B'Dabroi, they were just yearning to Hashem. That's why they, so to speak, died. The Neshama ran to Hashem. But still, they wouldn't have got the Torah. There's always something missing for the past 40-something years. Comes the Shem Shmuel, and this is Shem Shmuel says a beautiful and so clear idea. As we mentioned before, how did the Avos HaKadoshim how did they know how to keep the Torah? Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov knew how to keep the Torah. There were exceptions to the rule that they knew were mutar, but usually they kept the Torah. They didn't get the Torah from Shamayim. The answer is, Avraham Avinu had 2 kloyos, he had 2 kidneys, and those 2 kidneys taught him how to keep the Torah, meaning they were so holy, so high, so in tune with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, that just like every average okay person, goy, in wherever knows that it's not moral to kill or steal. What people do is different, man. Everybody knows that it's not the right thing to kill or steal. I don't think it's legal in any country in the world officially. Whatever killing and stealing means, don't get me into that. But generally speaking, there is innate moral ideas. Avraham Avinu knew all 613 mitzvahs the same way. He just knew that you can't wear shatnez. Yeah? He just knew you can't, do all the other things. Just knew you have to keep Shabbos. For him, it was so clear to keep Shabbos and not to, eat chazir and not to wear shatnez. Just like for Mr. Tim McKenzie, it's clear that you should not kill or steal. Right? His neshama, his kloyos, who gives him musar, was just in one line with Hashem's mindset. Rabbi said this is the level that they reached in Matan Torah before they got the Torah. So they would have known the Torah anyways. Because what happened in Matan Torah, says everybody, they got into the level of Adam Rishon before the Chait. Right? They got to the level before we got so solid and dirty. So they would have kept the Torah anyways without getting the Luchos in such a clear, concise format. They would have done it anyways because their own level, would have been so high, they would have just done it. So it would have been enough not to actually get the Anochi, etc. They already knew it. It was there, in their body, in their soul, in their bones. So now you may ask, so why did they need to get the Torah? So what was the purpose of getting the Torah?
Next generation.
Beautiful, very nice. Rafal scored, and this is Shem Shmuel's answer for the next generations. Because just like they were in an amazing high, and they just knew and felt the right thing to do, doesn't mean the next generation would, or not even them themselves later on. And this is the same concept again and again of Ava and Yira. You need both. You can't just love Hashem in a very freestyle, natural, spontaneous way. You love at the beginning, you love Hashem, you become frum, you become frumer, you mischazik, you have these amazing moments in which you just want to do everything good. What happens later? That first excitement may just fade away. And that's why when you are at your highest point, you have to put things into a very clear framework, such as the Torah. Same idea, by the way, who spoke about Yitzchak. Rav Davidovich told me a very nice idea about the Kedes Yitzchak. I don't remember quoting who. He quotes a Israel Traub or something. I don't remember who quoted. In any event, he said a very nice thing about Akedah Yitzchak. We all know, and we spoke about it a few days ago, Yitzchak Avinu was mevaish everybody else because he was the one who was willing to sacrifice himself physically, to really sacrifice himself to Hashem. Very nice. What's Akedah Yitzchak? What does the word Akedah mean? Anybody? To bind, to tie. So why did he have to be bound? Why did he have to be tied? If he's willing to do it, yeah, you don't have to tie me to this chair in order to give the shear. I'm enjoying myself. I love it. Nobody has to tie me or force me to do this, right? Or you to be here. Everybody's enjoying themselves. So what's the tying about? What's this enforcement? What's this fiyad datit? Very nice. Yitzchak Avinu said, right now I'm at my height. I want to be sacrificed to Hashem. Now I'm in a level of ahava. Maybe in 10-15 minutes, that amazing isarusa delatata, maybe even delayla, would go away. Maybe that very amazing moment is going to go away, and then I'm just going to run off the mizbech. Tie me now, he asked his father. Tiksharoti achshav. Tie me now when I want it, so if later on I refuse, I'll already be tied. Same idea. You catch that moment of Ava and maintain it and grow with it, even in the harder moments.